Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? As you can see, there is nothing on my table. Nothing. Well, your eyes are deceiving you because outside your view, it is packed. Let me tell you, it is packed. So yesterday, I spent a little time fussy cutting. And then today, Mother Nature went wild and crazy and kabunkers. Guess what's happening in my end of the world? It starts with an S. And I decided I cannot handle it another day. I just can't. And you might hear coming in the howl. It is a literal howl off my mountain of wind bringing in that word. We're supposed to get 6 more inches between now and Saturday. Yes, you heard me correct. 6 more inches. So I thought instead of working in my winter journal, we're going to work in something that makes me happier. We're going to work in this little journal. I don't even remember when we created it, but it is the cutest little love bug. And we did very little in it. I could only find like 2 or 3 things that we did in it. So we're gonna work in it and make ourselves happy. Because you know what? That's what it's all about right now, making ourselves happy. So I did some fussy cutting out of this book. Now, if you can find this book, I highly recommend it because it is full. Let me just show you here. Let me do a quick little flip. It is full of just little pictures of plants that you can go through and cut out. And I have no idea where I found it. I don't know if I found it at a yard sale, at my favorite thrift shop, if I found it on thrift books online. I honestly don't know. But while I was watching my favorite Hallmark movie yesterday, I looked down and I did this. I had all these cut out. It was like, yay! Now, the only thing I don't have in here are butterflies. And this book does not have butterflies in it. It only has garden plants. So if you're looking for butterflies, this book is going to disappoint. But if you're looking for things like pines, which I never find anyplace else, pine cones, pine branches, this book will definitely make you happy. It also has some trees in it, which I never find anywhere. Here's some little trees. Here's pine branches. And I never find those in any of my other books, that I have. So I was quite pleased with this book. So I thought this is the journal that we would play in today. And we would put a few pockets, maybe a few other things in it. And I'm going to reach over in the drawer to my left and get out some butterflies and some other things. And we are going to create some pockets and maybe some other things to put in this little journal. Now, this little journal measures, and I did look. It's in the playlist, and it's from last year. I just don't remember creating it. So, must have been one of those days. So this little book is it's a 5x7, one of my favorite sizes. Honestly, I don't remember creating it. Now, I do have a bazillion stickers, rub-ons. I usually get, what we got here? I like getting stickers out of these things, and I've had these for like 4 years. I got them when I first, and I've got all these stickers. When I first started doing journaling, everybody bought me these little stickers, with flowers and leaves. And they don't come in just onesies and twosies. They come in like bazillions and gazillions. And I have stickers up here. And I like creating with stickers because I can't draw to save my life. If somebody said, draw me something, or, you know, something will happen, I would just have to say, sorry, dude, you're on your own. Because it isn't going to happen anytime soon. And I have all kinds of scraps on my desk. And so I think we're going to use some of these scraps that are on my desk to make some pockets. And we're going to maybe get my desk cleaned up. Maybe that will help me smile a little bit more. I have this piece of paper from yesterday that we used. Oh, come here, you. Let's see here. Well, that's just the feet of a and a journal. We don't need those. So let's see what else we have here. We have this. We have this. Let's see what kind of scraps we have here in our scrap bowl. Let me bring it over so you can see. Maybe we can pick some out together. We have some collage paper. Oh, we have lots of winter still in here. Haven't had a chance to put it away yet. We have Christmas cards. Those all need to be put away. Oh, we could use that. So, let's see. Oh, we have these. Oh, we have some fun envelopes. I did sew some envelopes into that little journal that could get decorated. And then we could put some tags in there. What's this? Oh, I love those. We could do something with those, maybe. You see, our little scrap bowl tends to get full, and then I don't use it. I just keep filling it. Oh, this would be a fun little tag. I love making tags from, you know, from clothing tags. And what's this? Oh, this would be fun to do something with. You know, this is my favorite candy. You know, the little Dove chocolates. And every now and then, my husband will drop one on my desk. That's just, this is dyed, it's not wax paper. What is that? Parchment paper. It's coffee dyed parchment paper. This is just cut-offs from making a journal of coffee dyed paper. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, some little bags. That would be fun. Yeah, we definitely got to get this Christmas stuff put away. Oh, I know where we can get some butterflies at. I have that whole butterfly book behind me. That's got butterflies and birds in it. Let's reach back behind me and we'll get that. All right, let's get this Christmas stuff out of the way. And I'll definitely get it put away today. And that's one of my tips for the day is I notice when I have a clean craft room, my spirits, they do lift. Because I walk into a clean desk, a clean craft room. So if your craft desk, you know, happens to look like mine, let's take some time and clean it up, shall we? We'll do that in our next video. We'll clean our desk up together. So, we'll do some cleaning together. And we'll get our desk cleaned up. Alright, so let's put all that together. So I'm going to use my book, the Birds, Bees, and Butterflies sticker book. And this is just a lovely book. Now, the only thing I don't like about this book is it has white backgrounds. It's the only thing I don't like. So, unless you're using it on a light colored paper, I tend to, you know, go over them and make them darker. But they have gorgeous, gorgeous stickers. Now, sometimes I don't mind. But once you're done with the stickers, let me see if I can show you. Where's a page? I had the stickers off. This page I just love. Maybe we'll use that page in there. Let me measure it. Once you're done with the stickers, the page behind it you can use also. As you know, is like a page in your journal. Maybe we'll use one of these pages. I love owls. I actually have an owl on my Christmas tree this year. There are some pretty butterflies. Oh, aren't they pretty? Look how pretty that this yellow one is down here. Isn't he pretty? That one's really pretty too. And this is a whole page here. But you can use this page too, if you choose. Okay, yeah, I think we'll use this book. Oh, look at that. It's even got caterpillars. Oh, yeah, baby. So, I think, oh, that's just lovely. So, I think that's what we're going to do. And I think I just had an idea. I'm going to put these away. And I haven't gone far. I'm just turned around. And I think I'm going to make a pocket with this. And I'm going to stamp it. Then we're going to make a tag to go in it. And we're going to decorate it with some of these stickers. All right, let's put this off to the side here. Now, I need to make sure that that's going to fit in there. I think it will. And if I have a flip out page in there, I would like to use it on a flip out page. If not, maybe we'll make it a flip out. So let's put that over there. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Because I know there are a couple flip out pages in here. Let me give you a quick look at what we've already done. Which, like I said, it is not much. That lavender is just lovely. Here's one of the flip out pages here. Now, first things first. Let's see if this fits. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Let's see if when we close it. Oh, when we close it, it does okay. Okay. So let's see. Now there's one, but it flips to the inside. I need one that flips to the outside. Now, I could make it flip out like on one of these pages. That might work. Now, you know what? I have an idea on one of these blank pages here. Remember that owl that I liked? Let's see how big it is. Now, let's see if we can find it. Okay, here are these birds. Okay, Hootie Hoot, where are you? Oh, now see, that's pretty. We could use that on a tag. All right, so we're going to have to make a tag. All right, let's get some cardstock here. We're going to make an owl. So let's get out a piece of cardstock. And I think I want to use that. So let's mark this page. I'm going to put that in there. Now, okay, where did they go? Oh, here they are. Now, I need to measure. I got to find out where it is here. Here's one side. Where's the other side? Okay, there it is. How big is it? Okay, where are you again? You are over here. You're 5 2/8. So how big is my page? Oh, my page is only 4 1/2. So I might have to trim it. How tall is it? But it is tall enough. It's tall enough, but it's a little bit too wide. Now, I don't want to trim this side because, see, there's a bird right there. And I think there's only these two. Yeah. I do like this one better, though. see if this one's the same size. This one's a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see if I have a page that's a little bit bigger. Now, I've never done this. I'm just winging it, you guys. I am totally winging it here. Winging it, playing with birds. I am so clever. There you go. I'm not going to let that old... Maybe this piece is wider. Here, we can cover this writing up with it. Okay, it might work on that piece, and that would cover up that writing. All right, let's give this a try. Oh gosh, I have never used a sticker this big. Have you guys ever used stickers this big? This is kind of creepy, scary. Okay, so I know I want this over here. It is a little bit too big. And I'm gonna have to do something over here. So let me, I think it would have been better over here. So let's go on and see. Oh, good. Shoo! Shooey! I thought I messed it up. Okay, let's do this one. This one I think will work better. Now I want it into the corner. Now, let's see what sticks off here. Oh, this was one of the smaller pages, but that's okay. Now, let's squish it down here. Oh, that is just so cool. Now, I'm not going to squish down this side because I think I'm going to take this and have it flip into that side. But it seems like it's okay to leave it just kind of lay there for a minute. Now, let's go back here. I'm going to leave this open while we work on this right here. Now, on this page, okay, trash can, scooch under my legs, dude. Yeah, we're definitely going to do a cleanup video, you guys. And maybe you guys can clean up with me. You guys can get in your craft rooms. We're going to clean up together, and that will help us feel better. Okay, I'm going to use, I don't think it's this one. I want to use that one. I'm going to use this stamp, and I'm going to put it right across the bottom. Now, I've told you before, don't worry about if you get some, something on there. And we're going to have to include a ladybug somewhere. Anywhere. Probably on the back. And we're also going to stamp on the back. Now, one of these is also going to go on our tag. Now, we need to go on and cut out our tag. And we need to put something on the inside here. Now, I still have my template that I created here to go inside this, to go inside this. And that's what this is. This is my template that, things will fit inside here. So everything, I know it fits inside here. So I can go on. I'm going to cut two things. Let's see. I don't need this cut out of cardstock though, do I? Okay, let me put my brain back in my head. I need this for my tag. Or do I want a tag? Do I just want something inside there to flip? I just want something to flip. So I don't need this. I don't need this thick of a cardstock. I need something thinner. I need something thinner. That one's too thick. I need my thinner one. I wonder if I have any thinner and lighter. Let's see. Let's see. I still have this paper pack that we worked on this fall. Let's see if we have something in here we can use. To add our owl on. Oh, that might work. That might work. What's on the back? That's just brown. Okay, let's pull that out and see how that looks. No, I don't like stripes. So this one might work. This color here. Now I think that's too light. See, that's too light in there. But if we included these leaves, no, because we're gonna have if I did that and included that, because we're going to have pines. I don't like that. But I do like the leaves with the pine. I don't like this. Let's see about this other piece I have here. I have this piece. What about this piece? It's got all the colors from the other one. No, it makes it look a little too fallish, doesn't it? I don't know. Let's see what else is over here. What else do we have over here? I'm thinking I might go with those leaves and maybe just do that tree, that one tree. I'm looking here at the stamps. That's what I'm looking at. Those are the wooden stamps. Let's look in here at the other stamps and see what we have to put on there that might... Oh, okay. We could maybe use this one. This tree stamp. On there. Okay, let's do that. Let's get those leaves. We have 3 family owls. Three sets of owls. That, I don't even know how to say it. 3 families of owls that live around us. And in the summer, you can hear them hooting. That's what they do? Yeah, they hoot. And and they're just fabulous to listen to. No, I need my paper cutter for this so I get it straight. And we just love listening to them. We'll go out in the front yard and just sit on the porch, you know, and listen to them. All right, so I need a square, and I'm actually going to cut it just a little bit bigger than that 4 inches. I'm going to cut it to a 4.5. So it's not wiggling around in there. That way, if I need to trim it back a smidgen, I can. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Glad I left that on the table. That's going to be one of the things I'm putting away here pretty soon. Okay, now let's make sure it fits in here. Oh, yeah, that fits in here just fine. Yeah. That fits in there just fine. All right, so I'm going to leave that on there so I can kind of make sure of my placement for my tree. Now, I also have this one, and it has pine cones, and it has leaves, but I want to use this tree. And I love this stamp set. I just don't have an opportunity to use it very much because I forget about it. Now, let me grab my block here. Let's see, I think I'm going to need my big one. Is this one big enough? Nope, I'm going to need my bigger one. And I think this one's smaller. Yep. Okay. All right, big guy, where are you? I had poor Baxter out to, you know, go potty before I started. And poor little guy. I actually had to pick him up and hold on to him because he was, the wind was about ready to blow him off into Never Never Land. Okay. So, this is, with all these colors, I think I want to use on here. Let's see, what color do we want to use? Now, the stems, can you see the stems here in the leaves? They're kind of the scorched timber color. So I think that's the color that I want to use. And I want to put something under me as I'm doing this. I'm trying to be really good. Oh, that's not what you're stamping on, you goofy girl. So that I don't get ink all over my mat. Okay, I want to go like that. Now, I'm not worried about what gets on here because, and I've told you this before, because the baby wipe will wipe it right off. So that does not concern me. You just have to remember to do it, and a baby wipe will just take it right off. Okay. Let's put that in there. Now I think I want to do one like this. And then over here on the other side, I want to bring it up. I think I want to bring it up like this, so I've got that. So let's ink this up here. Now this is my scorched timber oxide. And let me kind of get you situated here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm moving my journal back back a little bit. I'm going to put my ruler in there because I can already see my pages flipping and flopping. Make sure I get the top of that. You know, it amazes me how they never look like they have anything on them. Okay, I'm going to, even though they're supposed to, they never look like they do. Oh, good. That's what it'll look like. Can you guys see that? Okay, let's ink it up again. Yeah, these do not hold much ink at all, do they? Wonder why. I know it's a good and juicy stamp because I use it all the time. Now, I want to, see, and you can see it. You can see it on there. I don't know if you can because of the light, but it's showing up a lot on the block. It's just not showing up a lot on the stamp. See, that's everything I washed off the block so I don't get it all over the stamp. Okay, so I want this up here. Okay. And then down here, I'm going to use, I think I had a little leaf on here, didn't I? No, I didn't. I'm going to probably put a little label. Okay, so you can see them there on the envelope. They're not dark. Now I'm going to clean them off of this like that. And there, can you see them on the envelope? Now the top of the tree, I'm just using down here like sticks. Okay. Okay, so here it is so far. Let me make sure that this part is clean. Okay, can you all see the bottom? Okay, now let me put the top back on this. Let's clean this off. Just giving it a quick wipe off here with my paper towel. I don't want it to go back in the package wet or gooey. So I can put it away. And then put this back in here. Well, trying to put it back in straight. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to, let's put that over there. Now I'm going to go on and take what I have on the inside, those leaves. I'm going to take that out. And I think I want to use, this is cheesecloth, dyed cheesecloth. And all these little wigglies that I have here, that's just natural to the cheesecloth from when I dyed it. I want to put, now I will ink up the edges of this, but I'm not going to do it right this minute. I want to make sure that this fits. Okay, it's a little bit too big, but I can trim off the bottom of that after I get it out. Because I want to ink it up, and I also need to trim it out because I don't want that white against that white. See, it'll stand out too much. So to do that, I'm going to put it back in the book. Okay, and I'm going to take my scissors. Lay down there, dude. And I'm going to cut around it here. Probably would help if I brought it closer, wouldn't it? And now I'm just cutting it out of the book. And then I'm going to fussy cut it off the back page. And I'm trying not to cut these other little birds or little feet off. You know, I'm sure birds don't appreciate having their little feet cut. So I have to tell you something that happened today. So this morning, Baxter and I are sitting there in the living room, and all of a sudden this wind starts. And I look out the window, you know, there in the living room. And because I have all the, you know, I've got curtains open, like I do every morning. My bird feeders are hanging from the trees that are right out front. And one of my bird feeders looks really weird. And I'm thinking, that does not look right. Okay, so I know I can cut this right about here. So I'm just kind of sitting there looking at it, thinking that does not look right. So I get up and I go over to the door, and we have glass on our front door, and And I'm looking out the front door and I'm just kind of squinting, because this wind is like horrible. It's just horrible. And I can tell it's getting colder because I'm watching the thermometer drop. And there's sleet coming down, and it is just horrible coming off of that mountain. And I'm thinking, what in the world is wrong with that bird feeder? So I just happened to glance in the yard, and I have one of those squirrel-proof bird feeders from Brome. And the whole bottom of it was off of it. So I don't know how it came off of it, but off I go out into the front yard, in my jammies, by the way. And I'm running in the front yard, hollering, wait, don't blow my bird feeder away. And I'm sure the wind, really heard me and understood me. But I finally got it and brought it back in, and Baxter was sitting up on the back of the couch looking at me like, Mom, what are you doing? But I did get it fixed, and then I just filled it, and I had to fill it and put it back up because all the birdseed fell out of it when the bottom came off. But there's a big nut about that big that sits on the bottom of it, and it came off for some reason, and this whole bottom piece fell off. Now, I love these bird feeders, and I highly recommend them. They're the kind that if the squirrels get a hold of the bottom of them, they swing them off, so they can't get the food. And my sweet girl next door, Deanne, she and her husband recommended them to me. And I love them. I haven't had squirrels bother my food since I've started using them. So I don't know if the squirrels have been swung so much that that they've loosened it, or I haven't noticed them since, the first time that the squirrels got swung off, other than a baby squirrel that tried it. And that poor little guy, he got swung halfway across the yard, and he hasn't tried it since then. But I do put some, what are they called? Sunflower seeds in the yard for the yard feeders, like doves and baby squirrels. I do put stuff down in the yard for them so that they leave my feeders alone. And then the doves, which feed, our ground feeders, that way they can feed too, and any other little ground feeders. Now when the chippies come out in the spring, those little heathens try and if they get swung across the yard, well, that's on them. Because they are treacherous. They will just destroy everything. Okay, so now I've got my dauber, and I'm back to my scorched timber, and I'm going to very gently ink this because I don't want any of that white showing. And if you find out that your stickers aren't really stickers anymore because they've aged so much, you can just glue them. You don't have to mess with fighting with them. Just glue them. And you all have seen me do that before. Here comes some more of that wind. Yeah, I had to chase the trash can and my poor neighbor's trash can. Usually today is the day they're bringing it down, but it got blown down for them. So they don't have to. All right, putting that away. All right, now let's see. I'm going to put this in, and then I'm going to try to mark, or at least Okay, right there. I hope I marked the paper with my fingernail. Is where his little ear is going to be. I think it's right there. Where's that other one that I had? Where's the other one I had? My template. Here it is. Okay, so here's my template. So if you have some of these, I highly recommend you take one apart and use it as a template, you know. Okay, right there's where I want it. Okay, so let's go on. All right, let me make sure before I pull that off again. Now, I don't mind him losing part of his tail. Okay. That needs to go to the bottom. Now, let's see how sticky is this. Yeah, it's going to have to be glued, so I'm not too worried about it then. Because I want to put underneath this. Now, where did that, here it is. I wanted to put underneath it, underneath this stem, some of this. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. So I need to, oh, here's the green. I'd rather have this last bit of green. So today, I think I am dyeing some green. Luckily, my last load of laundry is in. Okay, so let's get this up. Let's lift these guys up. Come on. Come on, you guys. I want you right there in the middle. No, I want you on the branch. Come on, straighten up and fly right here. I want you up on the branch. Like that. Okay, now let me grab my glue. Okay, I think underneath it just isn't going to work. So I'm thinking it's making it too bulky. Okay, so I'm thinking here, so that's too big. Down here is better. Yeah, that's better. And there we go, right there. Okay, now let's get some glue on the back of him. Okay. Now, let's get this in here. I think before I put it in here, though, I'm going to go on and ink it. Let's go on and put that away. Now, let's go on and ink this up. Now, I'm still using the Scorched Timber. Okay. Okay, I need something up here, don't I? That's just looking a little naked. But let's go on and get this in. Oh my gracious, I really like that. Can you guys see that? Oh, and I'm even happier that the top of that branch shows. Yes, I like that. Now, glue over here. So, let's find... Now, I'm just going to go on and glue this. Do I want... No, I don't want that glued shut because it's a flip. Hold on to your horses there, Lori. This is what I want glued shut right here. That. Nope, didn't get it down far enough. Right there. Oh. Okay. Now, let's see what kind of, let's see what we can use up here. We need something up there. I don't know what, but let's see. All right, let's work over here for a minute. Okay, we can put this book away. Or maybe not away, but let's put it off here to my side. And let's see what we need to do here. All right, so this is too big. So let's go on and get this trimmed. So I'm trimming it at the bottom to meet my page. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not bad. And I'm going to do the same over here. I actually did a fairly good job centering it, so I'm quite pleased with myself. Okay, so that's not too bad. Didn't lose, just lost a little teeny tiny bit off of the edges there. Just a teeny tiny, you know, just a smidge. Now, but I have all of that that's going to have to come off of the edge there. So let's go on and get that off. Now I wonder, I wonder if we wrap that around. And we wrap, no, that won't work. Never mind. Actually, I don't think this is going to fit going this way. Now that I've tried it, I think it's too big. I think it's going to have to stay that way. We're going to have to see. right, I'm just trimming this edge piece here that was a little bit too long. Okay, now I'm going to go on and round these edges since, you know, they were round and I really liked that. Let's go on and put, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Guess it helps if you get both pieces in there. Okay. Okay. So there that piece is. I really like that. Okay, that did not round very well though. Whoops. That's why, because it was the wrong page. Now, let's see if this is going to fit. I don't think it is. You see, it's too big going that way. So, it's going to have to go this way. Now, I could make it flip up, which, you know, we could do that. Is it wide enough or is it too wide? It's a little bit too wide, though. So it's just going to have to possibly sit and maybe be a tuck. And at some point we can make a pocket for it. You know, we can make it a pocket and put a tag in it. It's my journal, so I can do whatever I want with it. So I think that's what I'm going to do with it because I don't like it hanging over like it was. So I'm going to go on and glue this shut. That's why that was so big. My thing came off. And if I do decide to try to do it some other way, I can always put something else on it. Okay. But I think I might even like it right there. I think it's what I'm going to do. You know, it's my prerogative to change my mind, isn't it? Now, I think I put too much glue because I don't think it's going to fit this whole page. So I can just take the glue off that isn't needed. Right here on the edge. Right here on this edge, it's not needed. There. Oops, a doodles. Rubbed it too hard. Ooh, I love this page. I love that page. I can't wait for my owls to come back in the summer. They don't like it too much. I think they kind of hibernate. I don't know. Do owls hibernate in the winter? We haven't heard them in a while, and we kind of miss them because they're really fun to listen to. Yeah, but I love hearing them. We hear them starting in late spring. So, you know, they start in late spring and then all through the summer and into the fall, we hear them just hooting away. So, we're anxious to hear them again. So, here it is, my owl page. So, I hope you find something that you can create a page like this. Birds or owls or butterflies, something that you can create in your CD page. And you can stamp and you can create on. Just find some scraps and create a page like this that you can put on another page in a journal maybe that you forgot you created or that you've had just laying around that you didn't finish. That's what this is. It's just a journal that I didn't finish. And this page makes me happy on a day that's quite grumpy outside. So, I like this page. It's nice and fun. And I think this is the journal I'm going to work in. If I'm getting this much snow this weekend, we're going to work in this page for a little. We're going to work in this journal for a little while. I don't want to think about that S word. I'm kind of tired of it. Oh, and there it goes. I don't want to listen to it anymore. Now, I said we're going to clean up together. Oh my gracious. Wait until I show you in our next video the mess that we're going to clean up together and how we're going to put things away and cleaning up. So, and cleanup doesn't have to take all day or be a big overhaul. It's just putting some things away maybe that are on your desk, or at least cleaning your desk off so you have a place to work. And that in itself will make you happy on days that you can't get outside. And maybe you're feeling hampered about creating because those winter blues have kept you out of your craft room. So let's clean our craft rooms up, at least our workspace. At least our workspace, our work desk. So we have a space that we can come into our craft area, whether it's a kitchen table, whether it is something that is a portable area, whatever it is. Let's get it organized. Let's get stuff put away where it goes, because everything has a home. And let's be ready to create. And if you have a CD case, find something that makes you happy and create with it today. No matter what it is, create something with it today. Whether it be an owl, a bird, a butterfly, or a flower, create something with your CD case today and then post it on my community page so I can see what you've created that's making you happy. I pray for you guys that have all said on my page, I have the winter blues too. I've prayed for all of you because I want you guys to know that I'm here for you. All you have to do is send me an email. My email's listed to this page, and I'll say a prayer for you. That's all you have to do. So, or I'll send you an email back if you want. So that's all you got to do. So, because I don't want you to feel that no one's listening to you, no one's talking to you, or that you're all alone. You're not alone. There are people out there ready to talk to you. And if you are not suffering the winter blues, don't forget, call and check on family members, friends, maybe that you haven't heard from in a few days or even a few weeks. Check on them. Make sure they're okay. Because we may suffer from the winter blues and not let anybody know about it. So call and check on your family members, your friends, and make sure they're doing okay this time of year. Because sometimes we just don't tell anybody. We just kind of hibernate and don't let anybody know. And because it's the holidays, you know, we put on a good face and don't want anybody to know that really we don't feel good. So check on them and let people know that you're thinking about them and that you're there for them if they need it. So until I see you again in my next Ladybug Journals video, ta-ta for now.